target encoding or mean encoding. In mean encoding, we embody the target in the label. So this is the main difference, where in label encoding, there is no correlation with the target. But in mean encoding or the target encoding, every feature has correlation to the target. In case of many features, mean encoding proved to be much simpler alternative. Mean encoding tends to group categories, whereas grouping is random in label encoding. Feature level is decided with the mean value of the target value in training data. So that's why this target encoding, also called mean encoding, and this is one of the predominant usage of target based encoding. What is the advantage? We can capture complex relationship between categories and target using this method. But the challenges with this is overfitting. Most of the times, if we don't use some other technique associated with mean encoding, like regularization or smoothing, it usually tend to overfit, particularly for rare categories. Now let me explain this with our example, where we have two variables, temperature and color, and the target. Here explaining with this temperature variable. So first, temperature has 4 categories: cold, hot, very hot, and warm. So if you take the sum of targets, so for hot, the target is on in here 1, 2, and 3. So that's why hot has 3. Similarly, cold has 2, very hot has 1, warm has 1. So this is the sum of the target. We also take the count of the target. So if you see, cold has 2, here 1, and here 1. So there are 2 cold. Hot has 4, very hot 1, warm has 3. Now we take the mean for each of them. So cold will be 2 divided by 2, which is 1. Hot will be 3 divided by 4.75, and so on. So later we map back this value while we encode the variable. So if you see, warm will be replaced with 0.33. So wherever warm is there, it's 0.33, 0.33, 0.33. So that's how it's happening. Now let's take a look at this implementation using Pandas or other libraries. For target mean encoding, we will first load dataset in a data frame. Then I've created one function called target encoding that takes data frame, column, and target as input, and using Pandas group by and mean, we create the mean for each categories. Since we are grouping here for the column, it's creating each category grouped together, and then we are taking mean for the target. So that's why we are creating the target mean for each category, and then we'll be returning this mean back to each rows for that particular column. Here, temperature and color both are encoded. We are passing this newly built function target encoding, these parameters df, temperature, and target as per the requirement, and this is the data frame after encoding. And we can see the temperature encoded, it gives the mean for hot, and similarly for red, mean is 1. We can just verify whether this is correct. So you can see red has only 1 instance and the target is 1, so the mean is 1. Now we'll take a look at another implementation that is possible for mean encoding, which is from feature engine library. We can import the mean encoder. Same way, data frame, we are loading into df. We initialize the encoder, mean encoder, for these two variables, temperature and color. Then we do feed transform using this data frame and the target, and we get the final data frame where we can see the temperature and color are encoded, and it's showing exactly the same that we got in previous example where we just used plain pandas for implementation. That's all for this video. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more exciting content on machine learning and AI.